Hi! Okay, I'm going to be doing my second vlog today, and this one is going to be about my job at Arbys. Okay, yeah, I don't work at Burger King anymore. It wasn't because of those reasons that from my first video. It was actually just because I needed more hours and needed to be closer to home. So I decided to apply there, and I got the job, and now I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, so what my job is that I take people's orders, and I pretty much clean up dining room. So the thing is that during, like, for the dining room, we have this buzzer that's like right by the doors, and pretty much when people walk in it goes off, so you know that they're there. So if you're in back and the buzzer goes off, you immediately assume someone's here. Therefore, thou shalt go to the front. Okay, yeah. So sometimes the buzzer doesn't work to where someone doesn't come in and it goes off, so then you pretty much go to the front. You're like, okay, that was a waste of my time. And it'll constantly go off. So, I mean, that freaking pisses me off. Because I'll be doing something in the back, like, I don't know, like washing my hands or something like that. Because I have this hand washing fetish. I don't know why. And so I'll be like, oh, shit, okay, I just put soap in my hands. I'll have to run to the front and take someone's order. Just to find out that no one's there. Sweet. And then another thing is that sometimes when there is people in the dining room, they'll stand, like, right by the buzzer. So it'll constantly go off. So that's all you hear is like beep, 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 beep constantly. And I'll just be like, can you please move away from the fucking buzzer so I don't have to constantly hear it? You know, it's dumb. I mean, if you hear a buzzer going off, don't you think you would move away from something that makes it buzz? What sense? So yeah, I mean, the buzzer gets stuck in my head hardcore. Like sometimes I'll be at home and I'll like hear the buzzer and I'll be like, oh shit. Oh wait, I'm not at work. No one's here. Yeah. It pisses me off. Okay, and then another thing I noticed about RB customers is that they're really picky. Like, there was this one time where, okay, since I wiped down tables and stuff, there was this lady, and all the tables were wiped down except for one table, because that person just left before the person got there. So, of course, I'm like in dining room just cleaning chairs or whatnot, and the lady comes up to me and says, can you please clean that table? And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go clean it, you know, since the person literally just left 5 seconds ago. So I go over there and clean it, and then she sits down there. And I'm like, you couldn't sit at any other table? You had to sit at that one? That's freaking stupid, lady. Okay, and one of the things that I think is really funny about RV customers is that there's always different people that come in. Like, there's this one guy, I don't know, I guess he must come there a lot or something like that because everyone there knows him. And he complimented me right away. He's like, oh, you're really pretty. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And he's all like, yeah. And he looks at my name tag and he says Melissa. And, you know, and he's like, oh, that's a nice name. And I'm like, thank you. And then he's all like, you have really pretty eyes. And I'm like, oh, do I? Thank you. And then he's all like, oh, yeah. And then, of course, he's like, being all kind of creepy and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm used to creepy people. And then, yeah, so then there'll be like other people too that are like just sweet talk me, and I'll just be like, okay, thank you, you know, have a nice day. Yeah, they're just really kind of weird. Okay, and since we're talking about the customers, one of the funniest things that I've come across as in working at Arbys is that when you take your order, you have to ask them for their name. So I'll be like, can I have your name for the receipt? And then, of course, they'll give you type it in, and then, like, the person whoever's bagging it up and it's going to hand it out, they call it their name. So then the person knows whose it is, and they can come and get it. Well, the thing is that some people have some really crazy names. So one of my hardest things is, like, when Chinese people come in, and, you know, they're like, Hung Ching Hao. Okay, well, first of all, how the fuck do you spell that? You know, I mean, and then even if I do spell it right, the person that hands it out is going to be like, what the fuck is this? You know, so I'm just going to be like, and then I'm probably going to get yelled at saying I spelled their name wrong. So I think it's kind of funny. So sometimes I just won't put a name on it. So I guess either way, if Chinese people come in, I'm screwed either way. Get yelled at, so it's pretty funny. Okay, I'm going to be done with people because, you know, I don't want to really go on and on and on about them. So, my next thing I'm going to talk about is Arbys food. Okay, what's really sweet about that is that I get 50% off no matter what Arbys I go to, which I think is freaking awesome, no matter how much food I get. So it's the best compared to like Burger King where you get like a sandwich and a drink and you get that 50% off, but it's only at your store. But anyway, that's not really important, sort of. If you're hungry, I guess it is. But one of the things is that we have certain foods where it's like, okay, we have a turnover. Okay, what is the difference between a turnover and a donut? Nothing, right? So you have your turnover, and then you have your donut. Okay, clearly they look like exactly the same thing. That's because they pretty much are the same thing. Like, I think turnovers taste a little bit better just because I've never had one before, and now that I have them, they're like, orgasmic in your mouth. But, they're pretty much the same thing as a donut. Except the only thing is that for, what is it, like a Long John or something like that, you're paying 89 cents over at Quick Trip. When you walk over next door to Arbys and you're paying $1.06 for a turnover, which is pretty much the same exact thing. So I guess it's your call on it. I think it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, another Arby's food would be your potato cakes. Okay, potato cakes, these are what they are. Now tell me the difference between that and a hash brown, which looks like this. They're both the same, right? Okay, then why can't they be called the same? And why aren't they considered the same? Okay, maybe because one doesn't have peppers or one doesn't have onions in it. Okay, whatever, it's still a hash brown. Why? Okay, it's kind of weird. We don't sell breakfast. Oh, wait, we do. We sell hash browns. Oh, wait, those aren't hash browns. Those are potato cakes. Yeah, we still have them. Okay, and then another thing about it is that, of course, even at my Burger King job, the thing is that this, I don't really understand. Okay, a malt is like a malted milkshake, correct? Yes. Okay, a shake would be like ice cream, correct? Yes. Okay, when people come in and ask for a fucking malt, I'm sorry, I don't have malts, I have shakes. Isn't that the same thing? No, actually it's not. We don't have malt powder here, therefore you cannot get a malt. We have a shake machine where you can get a shake. Why don't people understand that concept? It's not a malt. It's a shake. So you know what? If you come in here and ask for like a malt, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, just fuck off. We don't have these here. Especially if I know you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Actually, I probably won't say that because I'll probably get in trouble for it. But, I'll tell you no. We have shakes. That works. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much narrows it down to what I experienced at Arby's. I love my job and all, but I don't know. I always come across things that just make me so mad. And, yeah. So, I mean, that's not my job anymore. Because in like 40 days I'll be for recruit training. So I had to put my 2-week notice in like 2 days ago. So my last day is Sunday? Yeah, I think Sunday. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's pretty lame, but if I'm pissed off about something, I'm gonna fucking vlog about it. So that's what you get for it. Okay, thank you, bye!